Welcome back to this series of tutorials. From the previous tutorial, I highlighted this framework that we are going to be using, and I highlighted the need for an input folder that is going to contain all of our files that we're going to load to our database, as well as the log table, the table that we're going to be looking up the file names and loading the contents of the files, as well as saving the file name to the database. So for this solution, I had created this folder, and it is 3 files, and you can see the names of these files: transactions 1, 2, 3, and let me just open them. Open this first one. As you can see, for this first file, I've got 3 records, and there is a date, account number, reference number, and amount. And let me open this second file. You can see that I also have 3 records, but the date is now different. It's now 20, but the columns are the same. And as well as the third file, you can see that the date is different, but the columns are the same. So my input folder has got 3 files that have got the same schema. And for this solution, I'm going to be using my SQL. My SQL, I had already written this query, and this query is going to create a table for the transactions, and it has got a transaction date, account number, reference number, and amount as the columns. And let me just run this query, and the query ran successfully. And for the log table, I'll be saving the file name and the file path for the loaded files. Let me just run this query, and it ran successfully. Let me just refresh my schema. And as you can see now, I've got 2 tables here in my database, my analytics database. So I'll be using this analytics database. And for the log table, let me just run here. As you can see that there is nothing in this table. And for the transactions table, you can also see that there's nothing in here. Let me just clear this. Let me open my Talend Open Studio. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just to create my job. Create job. I'll just call it load transactions. Purpose. I'll skip this purpose and description. I'll just so it will take me to this palette, this workspace where I'm going to be creating our job. So now I want to create a connection to my database, and so under metadata, I'll go to DB connections. I'll do create connection. The name for this connection is going to be my SQL underscore analytics. Purpose and description, I'll just skip this one, then click next. DB type is going to be my SQL, and login, let's put my credentials here, and the server is going to be localhost, and the database that I'm using is analytics. Let's test the connection. My SQL Analytics connections are successful. Let's finish this. Okay, so I've created my connection to my SQL server. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. For the next tutorial, we're going to be doing a hands-on approach and start to create our job. I'll see you on the next tutorial, and happy ETLing.